Hey everyone, Soundv884 here with a Transformers Last Night tour review, and today we'll be looking at Transformers The Last Night Optimus Prime. And here's this figure. We'll put him to the side, we'll take a look at his little box. There's not much on top, so it says Premier Edition. Yeah. Side, back, yeah. Advertises Grimlock, who's like the only other one that comes out in this wave. 30 steps to get to this guy, and man, I wish he had those colors. That blue is purpley blue. It's gorgeous. It includes Optimus Prime figure, 2 accessories, and instructions. Woohoo. Optimus Prime movie artwork. It just says Optimus Prime, Earth's greatest protector. And that's his bio. So it tells you everything you need to know about him, I guess, huh? There it comes with instructions. Cool. Alright, here he is. Booyah. Optimus Prime. I'm not going to go over articulation very much. I mean, it's the same for much every figure. There's no wrist articulation. Most figures nowadays do not have wrist articulation. Whereas, like 10 years ago, they did have wrist articulation. I wish they'd bring wrist articulation back. That's probably one of my biggest pet peeves. Otherwise, the figure looks fine. He is, he looks good. As Optimus Prime. He is sort of a shelf warmer, which wears the front of his truck on his back. Oops, unpegged it. And then goes in around the back, which don't see much of it from the front. Part of the truck mode is on his forearms. There. If he had this little bit of ankle tilt, you can give him some more dynamic poses, but you kind of have to settle for what you get. Also for his head articulation, these little pieces on his chest get in the way, and so you can't really get his head around. It's got good movement, but if you want to try to get him to look to the side, if you want to pose him and have him look, you can't really get his head there. So biggest complaints, all figures nowadays, for instance, wrist articulation. So that's a given on me, but complaints on this exact figure, just a little more ankle movement and a little more head movement, so you can give him a few more dynamic poses, which would be nice. But otherwise, I mean, the paint apps where especially in truck mode, you'll be able to see where they could have probably done a bit more. What they have done is not bad at all. You can see the silver is very nice. And chest, face, legs, crotch cover. Yeah, my only gripe about the silver is I wish they could have done the smokestacks. And that's not pet peeves. Just a lot of the toys nowadays have this. There's the hollow plastic. So when you look at them head-on robot mode, all you see is hollow. I mean, I know why they did it, because in truck mode, I think this is what's facing you. I believe. I could be wrong. I'll have to see on truck mode again. But yeah, don't get a shot of that face. Yeah, it's sort of an ugly mug, but it is what it is. Alright, so he comes with his shield and his sword. There are ports on both forms. You can put the shield on either one. It does not have to go this way. Look at his sword. And his shield. Okay, put those to the side. What we're going to do real quick, though, before I get this guy into his vehicle mode, truck mode, Western Star mode, is we're going to look at him compared with Age of Extinction's Galvatron. Height-wise, it's pretty much about the exact same height. Galvatron might have a slight edge, or Promise Horns might put him slightly over. It's a given. It doesn't really matter. One thing you will notice between these two figures, there's like a 3-year difference, probably from production. Right? How many years has this been? Yeah, 2014. Okay, couldn't remember the year. He has ratcheted joints. His shoulders are ratcheted, his elbows, and I believe his knees. Yeah, are ratchet. Yeah. So his knees, shoulders, elbows are ratcheted, and that is very nice. And his hips. So the quality is a little bit stronger on the Galvatron than it is on the Prime for poses. I mean, he's really going to hold that pose for you. Whereas Prime, he's just friction joints. As far as I can, I hadn't heard any clickety click clicks. No, no clickety click clicks. Okay. Now, of course, I'll just look at the figure. He looks better. I need to get the new Last Night Megatron to compare with this. I do like the Galvatron. Wimpy colors aside, maybe. He is nice, and he is also the ideal shelf warmer because his entire cab is on his back. And you actually transform this on his back. It all folds out in an accordion. It's just so. Because when I got this Optimus Prime, I was like, I've seen that back somewhere. I've seen it here. But that one, you actually have to do a little more pegging into the actual robot. Whereas this, it just transforms on his back and then just goes over him. So, yeah. But you've seen Age of Extinction if you have. Yeah, there's no way you get a truck out of this look. I don't, you know. Just saying. Also, comparing with the Last Night Deluxe figure, here is a Berserker. So you can see height comparisons between Prime and the Transformer who I ain't gonna spoil it. I don't know if I've seen the movie, so yeah, with Berserker. So yeah, he tops out about right below this little bra, his bra, I guess you would call it. Alright, so we're gonna get this guy into his vehicular mode. And he does have a lot of steps. If you will notice, he is more involved than a lot of the other figures have been, especially from the Titan Returns line. Or I say Combiner Wars. Titan Returns has been a little more involved in Combiner Wars figures. So we'll just get to it. So you just take his little crotch cover, and it tells you to lift it up. You don't really have to do much with it. It will be lifted up for the final, but it's this little piece that just gets in your way. So what you're going to do is go ahead and take his bra, and you're going to push it down each side, boom, boom. Then you want to get in there and pull his chest piece out. Let's see if I can get it in there. Maybe I'll undo his shoulders first. The tabbing on the sides here and just pop them out. Maybe then I can get a hold of this and really pull it out. So I can get into the corner here better. Yeah. And you just pull this out, and it does kind of hinge down. And this gives you a place to shove his head, like so. So after you shove his head in his chest, take this piece here, and you want to rotate it to where it looks forward, and then you just keep the little piece underneath there. But you actually don't want to do that too much. Alright. And like you already done his shoulders here, you want to bring them to the front, like so. And then you want to rotate his arm down, like so, where you can get it to look straight. In this blue piece here, there is a slot there to go over this little tab, and you will tab it on. I can line it up. I said line it up, boy. There we go. So we're going to do the same on this arm here. So we just want to rotate it, tab it, and get that on there. Come on, boy. There we go. You can take these little pieces here, they're on this little hinge thing, you'll see. They untap it from below his elbow. And this little thing, you know, just hinges right over his hands. This one. And you just go right over his hands. And yes, they have tabs because they tab together, but it's pointless to do it at this moment because it doesn't really tab very well. And you'll just pop it out anyway. Okay. So I think he's very, I don't know. Alright, so take him out of the waist. I'm going to go ahead and spin his waist all the way around. Do a 180 on him. Like so. Alright. Okay, what I'm going to do next is pull this up a little bit. And take these pieces back here. And they fold. You gotta straighten them out. So like this. How they fold the hinge in the middle. Straighten them out. And these form the sides of his cab or truck mode, like so. And there's really nothing for you to tab it into at the moment, so you're good to wait it for a second. Next thing I'm going to do is his legs. So what you want to do is take his foot, it untabs from his leg, so there's a little tab comes out, and you want to, and also, don't forget this one, untab this piece off his leg. This big blue tab goes in the little slot here. Untab that, and when you get his foot out, you can turn it, and this is on this little hinge, just bring it down. So you have his leg like this. Take this little gray piece here, and you just take it all the way around, like so. Then you're gonna take his leg and you turn it at the thigh, and you got that leg done for the back end anyway. Okay, so you're gonna take his foot all the way around, and then you bend it, and you want to tab that tab into this little slot here, like so. Then you look at this whole piece here, there's this little part of the trunk. You want to bend it down all the way around this way, and come back up, and it slides on. So, you got his legs straight out, and then you want to fold this all the way around to the front of the vehicle. As you do that, you get his foot underneath here. There's this little blue tab. It'll go into this little slot here, and just make sure you want that pushed all the way in. And now you can just start doing some tabbing. Okay, what you want to do is this piece here has a tab here. It's going to go on this right here. So tab that in. And then there's a tab on this is going to go inside there, like so. And also a tab on this black piece. And I'll show you another leg that goes into the back of the door. Alright, so let's get this hand back around. So let's do the other leg. Untab this, like so. Take it down. Untap the foot, like so. Spin it around. Take this silver gray piece, bring it all the way around. Spin his leg at the thigh. So many little bits flopping around. Alright, sorry. And then you can peg these two pieces together. Go ahead and lock that in. You can see it forms a bag and keeps it. And then you just take this and keeps turning it, and you know, like I said, tab the foot into the piece here. Like so. And then you want to take this piece here and bring it around, and it slides on. And then you bring the foot underneath here. Like I said, the blue tab really needs to go into that slot, so push it in nice and tight. And I showed you before, there's a tab that's on here. And that does go on here. So you want to make sure you get that tabbed in as well. Bring that back. Oh look, I untabbed him. We'll untap it. Okay. So we got this hand up. And you turn this around. And the little hinge slides back underneath the car, truck, and you tab the door in without untabbing everything else. But that seems to be my specialty. Untab it all. It's just too much tabbing. There. Raise your hand up, boy. And tab that in, that back in. Then you just push the front end together. Just get it all tabbed together. Like so. So now he is all tabbed together. Last thing you gotta do is you take the big backpack piece. It comes over. There are 4 of these slots. There's 2 more on the bottom. That'll go on the tabs. They're there and there and there. So just bring up and over the stacks, and just make sure you just tab them on them all. And if this piece is up at all, you know, you lower it down. But, you know. So there he is. Trying to lower my camera. All I'm doing is pushing my tripod down. Alright, so this is him in his vehicle mode. And he does roll fairly well. These middle wheels here don't really roll very well at all. But the front and the very back ones do. So, like you see, I mean, he's got nice silver paint. Until where they kind of botched it up a little bit up here. But that's nice silver. This is nice silver here as well. And also up here. I kind of wish they, like I said, did his smokestack silver. And not hollow. At least top half not hollow. So it really looks more, I don't know. I can see why they didn't do this silver because it's on his legs. You know, I'd be scratching it up a lot. But they could have done some tail-light paint work back here, which would look nice, which is very small, and I'm pretty sure if you're good at it enough, you can touch that up yourself if you want to do anything with his wheels. But overall, I mean, not bad. Not bad at all. And this is him compared with the Transformers Last Night Barricade, just to show you how they look together. Yes, Barricade is smaller. It is a deluxe. At least in Barricade they painted the tail lights. Alright. And here he is with Evasion Mode, Optimus Prime from Age of Extinction. And you will notice this is more G1, and it is very, very small compared to this guy. I mean, it's pretty much almost the length of the cab of the other. He folds up very, very small. But he also is still just as tall because the way they have his legs fold out and around. So I don't have any more of the other Optimus Primes. I did have a Dark of the Moon Optimus and a 2007 Transformers Optimus Prime. I did sell those, so I don't have those for comparison. I also have the Dark of the Moon Megatron. I also sold that, so I don't have that truck for comparison. I do have Galvatron, but I'd have to get him to robot mode, and I'll probably do my own little review of him anyway, and I'll show these guys off in that review. But yeah, I was collecting the movie toys, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know, I'm just going to sell these guys off because I was more interested in just keeping with G1 and stuff that's G1 related or updated versions of G1 and actual G1 figures and Masterpiece toys. So, but I've got a few of the movie toys. And I've kept some. So overall, I mean, he's not a bad figure. For the new price point they have on these guys, they do cost too much. If you can get them, I still think even at Walmart he's like $30. I might be wrong. He might be like $27. For costing more, I mean, they're no better than Titans Returns Voyager figures or deluxe figures, and they cost anywhere from $2 to $3 less. And if you're not a movie fan, don't buy these unless one of the figures just really stands out at you. I really like to look at the Barricade, so I wanted the Barricade, and I also like to look at the Optimus Prime, so I did want it mainly just for the vehicle mode. I like the vehicle mode. But, oops, sorry, hit the camera. Yeah, like I said, unless you're a completist of a certain character like Optimus Prime or something, I mean, you can easily skip the movie toys and just stick with your Titans Returns or Masterpiece or whatever you're looking for. But overall, he is not a bad figure. There are places where it could have been improved upon, but, you know, for Hasbro nowadays, it is what it is, and it is not that bad. So anyway, thanks for watching. Until the next one. Peace out.